Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. We're going to be doing some play testing here in Ars Notoria. They just dropped 2 patches in the last, I think, 24 hours to help fix some of the bugs that had been reported, and it looks like the game's working real smooth. Now, last night I played for an hour and 30 minutes, and this was after one of the major patches, but before the patch they hit today. And this is a structure that I built. Now, again, I haven't put up any fancy walls yet because I can't find the clay. What they did do in the building interface now you can scroll over the icons, which is a great improvement to the UI, where you can see that you need the clay. It allows you to see what it is that you're lacking. Now, what I thought I could do is just go to the map and tell the system, show me the undiscovered nodes only, things that I haven't discovered. So that must be where the clay is. But no, that's not the case. These 4 nodes that they're telling me I haven't discovered yet is not where the clay is. So I got to figure out how to make the clay. Maybe it has something to do with the well that is in town and I got to get water and mix it. I just haven't done that yet. So I've got to find that resource to unlock that. Now, the other thing that I want to unlock, hopefully today, is, no, it's going to be under production, is this armor workbench. It's the only workbench that I hadn't unlocked, and I just needed a deer pelt to do it, I believe, and I just got that. So if I go to here to interact with the tanning rack, and so it wants to put the axe in my hand because of that stupid tree. Now they got to fix a way. I guess Q is what I need for this one, not E, but Q. Sorry. And then you got to hit the check mark to get into the system. So for me to make the buckskin, I need animal hide, and I have one. I had 2 animal hide. So this is going to now do it. So with the rack, to interface with some of the racks, it's under the Q command, the same command that you'd use to destroy the item. Is you hit the check mark to get in, and it looks like you can also upgrade it to a different tier. All right, well, that's good. So that's going to unlock the armor rack, and we'll be able to see what that's all about. Other than that, I've unlocked everything I can other than finding the clay and unlocking the fancy walls. The other problem or housekeeping issue that I have with the game is trees are regrowing in my house. I would think that, and then what happened was I had a tree right here that I had to cut down. It was right here, and when I cut it down, 2 of my storage boxes were destroyed during the process because I needed to get the tree out of the way, and in the tree cutting process must have overlapped with the boxes, and the boxes are gone. And what I don't like is the fact that if the boxes have something in it, the boxes aren't dropping the items that were in it. They're being destroyed with the box. So I'm not really sure if the destruction of items is on purpose, and if it is on purpose, they want that realism, then make sure that trees don't grow in people's homes, because they'll either have a forest in their house or they'll be just taking out their boxes all the time. All right, so here it's Q. Let's go back in there, and okay, look at that. I don't know what happened here. Maybe this is being affected by the debarker below it, and it sent it to storage automatically, because there is a debarker below this rack. So let's go into resources and see if we've got it in resources, if it was moved to resources. Okay, we're looking for buckskin, right? And this is the only page. I don't see it. Let's, what's these icons up here? Seeds, because every other resource is here. The cotton resource, the wheat, and it would have unlocked, right? It would have, so basically the bench ate my buckskin. Let me see here, because I don't have it in the output hopper. I can't well, let's see here. I'm supposed to drag it here, see? Oh, and it did drag it there, 2 of them, but yet this had said 0. So that's a glitch, I think, because it produced 2, but the bench had it at 0, but I was able to drag it over. There it is. And there it is. And let's hope that the thing that I need to craft has unlocked. It's under production. Here we go. There it is. So now I've got my armor bench. One other I like unlocking things in a game. I'm going to just put it here next to the forge. And then let's see what else we can make. So we can do hunter's hood. We can make, okay, so we can make a bunch of different armor here, depending on what kind of, I kind of wish the game allowed me to do a check mark or make a check thing saying, only show me what I can make. Meaning that I don't see all this noise. I don't see any of this red stuff. I make a check mark, a sort check mark that only shows me the stuff that I can make. And it looks like the only thing I can make are helmets right now. Okay, I can't make any of the armor sets, the chest armor sets, because I'm going to need to go out and kill more deer, I think, or more animals. Yeah, I'm going to have to go kill more animals to make more of the hides, because it looks like hide is the biggest component you need for this. And I actually enjoy having the basket on my head, so that's why I won't make, well, I guess we can make a helmet just so that we can see. And the only way to see what it's going to look like is this little icon right here. I wonder if I can right click and do an inspect. No. So there's no right click and inspect. You've got to actually make the item and then put it on your head to see if it's an item that you want to wear. I mean, I guess that is for aesthetics reasons. But also each helmet has its own properties, like +1 armor, +5 poison resist. I wonder, oh, I don't have enough iron to make any more. But it does tell you stamina regen, status. So each one of them does give you a little different status effect. That one was armor, is the one I just chose. The hunter hood is a, let's craft the hunter's hood. So that gives you a random, it gives you 5 stamina plus a random buff, it looks like, fire build up. Let's look at what that looks like. Yeah, that looks okay. I mean, they're not the worst looking helmets, but it's really hard to see. Let me see if I can get a better look. And can I scroll in here? All right, there we go. All right, yeah, I mean, that's good. I mean, it's polished. It doesn't have a lot of detail to it, and the way the ambient lighting is hitting off it is giving it a Marvel MCU kind of helmet kind of feel to it. You would think you'd see more rivets in it. You'd see more detail on the edging. It seems like a modern superhero's helmet. Let me look at this one. Okay, this is I've seen this design before. This is a good design. It's the Robin Hood design is what I used to call it. And then what happened? What happened to my bucket? What happened to my bucket that I had on my head? That's gone now? Okay, that's no longer in my inventory. Oh, I'm saddened by that. I can't put the basket back on my head because the basket's gone. It disappeared. So it might have been part of the inventory pre-patch. That's no longer, the object might not be in the game any longer. Oh, I'm kind of saddened by that. Actually, I think I can make my own basket and put it back on my head by going down to this loom here. And I go to Q, hit the checkbox. This is to make more fabric. So it's not here. I think it's a bench I've got to make, a fabric bench. I did make this stove. I need to get animal fat. This is my cooking spot right here. Some storage. I've got like I said, I've got these sawmills just running everywhere. So right now, it was part of that debarker bug. That's why I don't have any lumber. Look, the debarker has filled the lumber side of this to 314 instead of stopping at 10. So now I've got lumber by just pulling it out of that hopper. So now I should be able to make a sword. So that was what my, I've been trying to craft this sword here because it had disappeared out of my hand again. and none of my abilities, none of my sword abilities were working because it had disappeared. And it disappeared, I think, because of the patch. I think they might have made some asset changes where items were deleted and then recreated for the system. So that's normal. So now I have it back in my hand, but before I couldn't make it because I couldn't keep up with the sawmills. I was like, why are those sawmills using all my logs? So again, now it's got 253 logs in it. So I put it back into my global storage, and the debarker just keeps on sending it to the. So I never have any lumber to do anything with because the debarker are filling the sawmill hoppers crazy full. They should stop at 10, not continue filling them, so that I have logs to do other things. You know what I mean? But other than a couple of these things, and I think these are just the hopper issue here. I reported it last night. They'll be able to fix that. Other than that, the game has been doing really well. If you, I don't know if I mentioned this early in the video, I deleted my character save, deleted my world, and I rebuilt this whole structure last night in like an hour and 15 minutes. And I didn't use any cheat codes to do it. I did everything you see here, I did by going and getting the items myself, grinding the items that I needed to make these things. And I believe I've made more or less everything in the game other than finding the clay. And I can't find the clay. I don't know where it is. Like I previously said, I went to and said, show me only the things that I haven't discovered. Went to those locations, and these undiscovered locations is not where the clay is. So I don't know where you get that. I'll figure it out eventually. And the other thing I wanted to point out to you, the system does not have a pinging. You can't ping the map to tell the system that this is where you want to go. But you can ping the nodes. So what I do is when I want to come back to my house, I ping this node here with the right mouse button. Or I might even ping this one, or this one, or something close to my house where I know my house is. Because I know my house is in the triangle next to the town. So I ping this map, and it's called the Hobo Waypoint System. So now you'll see that the gold ping is on my mini map, which brings me to here, but it's right next to where my house is. Now I did have another node. It was over here. It was an iron node that was, oh yeah, it's right here still. See this iron node? It's not on the I think I unclicked it. I think that's why I think Idiot Tarkus unclicked it. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so you unclicked it. So there we go. Much better. So now when I go here, okay, I knew there was a node closer to my house. So it's this iron node that I would like, if I just wanted to, if I was out in the, it's because I'm standing here. I can't, because my character is standing on this node, I can't ping that node. Let me move my character. I should be able to do it now. Nope. Oh, there it is. There it is. See, it allows me to ping two, but this one will disappear. That first one will disappear. So right here, this is the node that it is. So if you've got the nodes open and not unselected, you can just ping the node closest to your house, and then anywhere in the world you can come back. But the other thing that I do is I do the Star Trek transport system here because I put my house next to the spawn point for the game. So if I go to here and hit unstuck, anywhere in the world, I'm instantly returned to my house. Instantly, because I built my house right on the waypoint. So that's how I move around the map, is I'll go out and collect everything I need or explore, and then I do a transporter unstuck command, Star Trek style, and come back to my house. So that's another way that you can do it if you built your house near the spawn. But if you didn't build your house next to the spawn, build your house next to a node that you know you can remember. And this way, like if I built my house here, I at least can know what direction I need to go without having to open the map constantly to see if I'm running in the right direction. Because that's part of the thing, is making sure that, oh yeah, I know my house is there, but what's the quickest way to get there, right? Ping the map and just run to that ping point. Because sometimes what I'll get going is, oh, I know I need to get over here, but I'll end up way up here or way up here. I'm all over the map. It's like I've got no sense of direction. So that's how I ended up doing that. But overall, the game has been doing very well. I mean, they obviously have got some patches that they have put in place to test, and I'll be testing those today. I haven't seen any crashing at all in the last couple days. I haven't really found any major issues with the game in the last couple days. Everything seems to be running smoothly. It's just getting some of the things that you need in the world to unlock certain benches. You know, it's just understanding that, you know, what do I need to do? What do I need to get in my hands to unlock whatever I need to unlock? But other than that, this has been working well, and I'll be doing some more testing later today. And I hope to see you in that video. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and this has been the Tarkus Zone.